Cheers! Why did the Eternals fall short? Let's get into the review. Chloe Zhao directs the movie. Her previous movie was Nomadland, in which Frances McDormand won an Oscar for.
My mom says that you're homeless. Is that true?
No, I'm not.
There is a huge diverse cast, including Angelina Jolie, Salma Hyek, both Kings of the North, Richard Madden and Kit Harrington.
The King of the North!
The movie is about a group of immortal beings sent to Earth to protect humans from creatures called deviants, the apex of apex predators. The Eternals arrived on Earth 7,000 years ago, each one of them having different powers and abilities. They are under strict instruction not to interfere with humans, especially during conflict. The Eternals start to become restless after they feel like they've completed their mission and are confused as to why they still remain on Earth. I'm giving away a $20 movie voucher for this video. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment down in the comment section. It can be about the movie, if you think I'm full of shit, if I should wear a paper bag over my head. I'll be drawing the winner this Monday at 12 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time. See that? Jack Kirby, who's considered to be the godfather of comic books, created the Eternals in July of 1976. He also created the Avengers, Hulk, Thor, Captain America, Black Panther, the Fantastic Four, Uncanny X-Men. I was keen on seeing this movie with a whole new bunch of characters added to the MCU universe. It has a high caliber of actors and perhaps a direction on where this phase 4 of the MCU universe is going. And I think we got a little taste of that. I enjoyed the opening scene with the introduction of the Eternals, where they showcase their powers and abilities. I really enjoyed the different time periods that we see the Eternals in, especially when they're in Tenichtlan. It was something that I studied at school and rather enjoyed. To me, the supporting cast outshone the main cast. There just was a real lack of chemistry between Richard Madden and Gemma Chan's character. I've seen Richard Madden's full range and what he can deliver when he's surrounded by a cast that he has chemistry with. I can recall a scene out of Game of Thrones where his character Robb Stark is lecturing his cousin for disobeying his orders. And you see his performance and it's fantastic.
I could have that head on a spike by now.
Every man we lost, the Lannisters
We
lost.
need our men more than Tywin needs his!
And in this movie, it almost seemed like they weren't the same actors, but I don't think it's his fault. I really think that there's something off with the casting or the directing where he just wasn't able to give us his full ability. And another big issue that I had with Richard Madden's character, he was effectively Superman. He had the super strength, he had the fly ability, he had lasers that he could shoot out of his eyes, but they were gold instead of red. And he had a blue suit as well. It was just a bit more fancier. I was expecting these deviants to pop out with like red kryptonite and to see someone jump in going, "I'm Goldman." And the deviants to me looked a lot like the grunts in the Edge of Tomorrow, Tom Cruise's movie, which turned me off even more. A big problem I have with the movie is the lack of presence or charisma from the enemies, which is massively important, especially in these blockbusters. You don't even have to look further than Disney. You've got Darth Vader from Star Wars, you've got Scar from The Lion King, you've got Jafar from Aladdin, you've got Loki, you've got Thanos. They all have similar things in common: presence, charisma, or personality. And I see neither of those things from the enemies. The standout performance for me was Barry Koegan. He reminded me a lot of Raphael off the original Ninja Turtle movies. He had a massive chip on his shoulder, but had a reason for doing so.
Oh, so that's the plan from our great leader, huh? Just sit here on our butts.
I really enjoyed Lauren Ridloff's performance in this movie. Her hero was very interesting with her powers and abilities. Both the character and the actor are deaf. I heard on set that they were using laser pointers to help her react to the moments in her scenes. I only really found myself laughing at Harish Patel. He's Kamal's assistant in the movie. Don Lee and Brian Tyree Henry both gave solid performances in the film. I feel like Chloe Zhao bit off more than she could chew. If you look at her previous experiences, they are nothing like any Marvel movie I've ever seen before. She does an interview where she talks about what an experience it was and how much she learned from this movie. You don't want someone learning with a $200 million budget film. I feel like Taika, James Gunn or the Russo brothers would have done a much better job, which seems like an important movie for the future of Marvel. I'm not bashing Chloe Zhao's ability to direct a movie. I'm just saying that I don't think she was ready for a film of this magnitude. Much like you couldn't expect the Russo brothers to do such a serious drama movie like Nomadland, in which she did. I get that Marvel don't want to make the movie stale and want to try and move in different directions, but I would suggest just stick to the same formula that's been so successful and then slightly deviate, but with more competent directors that are going to make that connection with their audience. I feel like most people that go to see these movies, they want to have these heroes that are relatable. Spider-Man's got Peter Parker, Superman's got Clark Kent, Batman's got Bruce Wayne. Perhaps they need to put more work into humanizing the heroes so they're more relatable with the Eternals. And another thing, the CGI to me was very average. I don't understand how the Mandalorian can have such great effects, but the Marvel movies can't, or not for this movie in particular. You look at Alita Battle Angel and the CGI in that movie is absolutely beautiful, and then you look at Eternals and it's dog shit. Hopefully Chloe Zhao and Disney learn a lesson from this and move on. Oh, and the 3 minutes that Harry Styles was actually in this movie outshone a lot of the characters in the movie. And it actually made me a little bit excited to see what happens with Eternals in the next movie. I'm going to have to give the movie 2 out of 5 Golden Supermans. Please like and subscribe, it really helps the channel out a lot. This is Scotireviews, my name's Jay. Until next time.
Just 'cause she has big titties.